Welcome to the Pittsburgh Dish. I'm your host, Doug Heilman. How have two longtime friends turned a passion for food and creativity into a sense of independence? This week, we learn the story of Robal's food truck. All that ahead. Stay tuned. The Pittsburgh Dish is supported by Chef Aleka. If you're looking to sharpen your own culinary skills or host that next amazing dinner party, Chef Aleka can make it happen. Check out her website at chefaleka.com to check her calendar, her services, and book your next event. Now, on to the show. Well, thank you guys so much for coming over and for being on the show. Would you introduce yourselves to our listeners and what you have going on right now in the world of food? And Rob, why don't we start with you?
Sure. Well, my name is Robert Tanny. I opened Robal's food truck with my buddy Al here about 2 years ago. It's our second year on the road.
Second year.
Did
I just see February? Was your anniversary?
February 7th was our anniversary.
Congratulations.
So we knocked it out of the park for the first year. I believe so.
Yeah.
All the bills are paid. We were paid. I really can't complain. We didn't have a bunch of people knocking on our door like, where's our money? So we're good.
That's always good.
Yeah, I felt very successful. Now our second year going into it, where it's a little bit of a slow start, still some snow on the ground, getting a little rough for people coming out, but they're breaking out of their shell.
That's right.
But we're really looking forward to the second year.
I love that. And Al, how about you?
Well, I'm just Al Lombardozzi over here. I guess I don't like to call myself chef, but I guess we consider myself the chef here. And last year we only started the second week, I think, of February, and for some reason we cracked it out of the park. But unfortunately, all that snow buildup has kind of stopped us, and just like you said, people were having trouble coming out of their shells this year, I guess.
Yeah. We're going to get over that hump here in just a moment. And so I have to back up and say, the food truck is, do you say Rob Al's or Robal's? Or what do you like to say? Because it's a combination of your first names.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
That's it. So we first started making, I'm like, what are we going to call ourselves? Like, what do we do? And I'm like, why don't we just mush our names together? We'll just call it Robal's.
Robal's.
So that's
is that what you like?
That is what
the pronunciation.
That was the pronunciation. That's what we go for.
Okay.
But everybody walks by the truck and goes, holy crap, Rob Al's is here.
Yeah.
All right.
You might need to own it.
What we do. Hey, whatever you feel comfortable calling us, I don't really care. You're coming out and buying something, say whatever. You can call us Joe's. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay, so let's do this. If folks haven't discovered you yet, why don't we describe some of the cuisine, some of the dishes and things you're serving up from the truck today?
Sure. The way you put it's kind of a newer question, I should say.
Yeah.
But the way that I like to explain it is I'm very ADHD, and whatever sounds good to me, I try and just, I'm a visual person. I have to see it in front of me. So if I make it, it's great. And if I have super faith in my food, then that is what we want to put on the menu. I'm super critical of what I cook. I can make you food and you can say, it's the best thing I ever had. And I'm sitting here going, oh, it sucks. So
I think we're our own worst critics.
Right?
Yeah.
We definitely are. But then, partnering with him, we were roommates for 5 years. And, other than being friends for 25 now, we ended up just zinging off each other, coming home after the bars and stuff like, hey, what can we make tonight? And it was our recipes.
Good munchy food, too.
Great munchy food. Or it was our grandmother's recipes, because I grew up with my grandmother. He grew up with his grandmother. And it was pulling back those older generational recipes, and then we're putting our new age twist on it. And, our grandparents wouldn't make anything spicy, but we're doing that new niche thing, and it just comes off top level. So that's where we've been having a lot of fun with it.
And Al, so just kind of going through some of the current things on the menu right now. We've got sandwiches.
Right.
Right now, what are some of the biggest hitters? You do a lot of sandwiches and a lot of other fun things, loaded things. What do you find that you're cooking up the most right now?
Well, right now our biggest hit is obviously the double smash burger. It's called the Double Yoi.
The Double Yoi.
Double Yoi.
That's a little Myron Coke for me.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then I would say our second is probably the CBR. It's an actual chicken patty that we cook up.
Yeah, what's the initials CBR stand?
Chicken Bacon Ranch.
Chicken Bacon Ranch.
And that was one of our old school staples. Like when we were just hanging out together. I'm like, what do you want? Chicken Bacon Ranch.
Chicken Bacon Ranch.
I mean, it's a classic.
It's super classic.
Such great combination.
Yeah. And we grind our own. We house grind our chicken thighs.
Wow.
So yeah, nothing processed. We do everything ourselves.
A lot of scratch cooking.
All
scratch cooking.
Mayos are from scratch. We grind everything ourselves. The bread's from scratch. You know, it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the week, we're going, holy crap, we did it.
Yeah,
So,
this is what people appreciate. I mean, if they're going to go out and have a good time, you guys are popping up often at a lot of the breweries right now, but I know you do a lot of other events, so we'll talk about that. But this is the food you want to have when you're having like a great beer. And people want to know that they're having good food and not something dumped out of, I know people are doing this, but like, you know, a frozen bag of something, right? We don't want to do that.
right.
Yeah. What else do you guys like or you're really proud of that's on the menu right now?
I would say right now our loaded fries have taken off. We've been selling more than ever. And you get a lot of food for a good price. That's what we go with. And they're fresh cut fries, so you can't go wrong.
My favorite. Tell us what's on the loaded fries.
Well, basically we start with a layer of our fresh cut fries, double fried. And then we do a little layer of cheese sauce that we have on the truck. And then we have a half and half mixture of pork and chicken that we add to the fries. Oh. And then on top of that, we do a nice dippy runny egg for you.
That sounds amazing.
Topped off with the green onions.
So
Don't
good.
forget, we season those fries too.
Season,
Cajun
Cajun
fries.
seasoning. Yeah.
So good. So good. And so, Rob, do you have a couple of other things that are like favorites or creations that you're really proud of right now?
So my creation that I put on there is the Uncle So's chicken sandwich.
All right. Like, is this like a General So's?
It is a General
a take
So's.
on General So's.
So I will say all the names that are on this menu, Al came up with.
Okay.
So
You're the creative Al.
he's a creative. Like I gave him, hey, I want to make a chicken sandwich. I want to like the CBR was already on there. I want to make the smash burger. We got to have something friendly for the vegans out there. So we got to have, I want to have something mushroom based.
Yes.
And I said, hey, I need this done. And 2 days later, I log in and there's all the menu names. I'm like, oh, this is great. So I put the menu together, and we were able to build our business plan behind that. But going back to your original question, the thing that I'm really proud of is the Generals or the Uncle So's. And I catch myself all the time, like I just did. I always say General So's.
Yes.
But I'm trying to get behind our brand because we call it the Uncle So's.
Yeah.
But that's scratch made sauce ourselves, not out of a bottle. And I found this might sound a little biased, but I believe that my General So's chicken is better than half the Chinese joints in the city.
That's saying something. That's a hot take, as they say out there.
I will not like give myself credit if I don't believe it. And this is one thing that nobody's going to change my mind on.
You believe in it. You
believe
might have
in
to
it.
bottle that sauce or something, a little like side sale. I haven't had that one. So does it have broccoli in it?
It's a pickled red pepper broccoli. Oh. Yeah.
Well, I love a pickle too. It
Yeah.
just brightens everything up. Oh, that's so good.
I was looking at something, like I love General So's chicken. And there was a place in our old hometown that it was called Szechuan Wok. And it's now gone. But you could never find chicken, like General So's chicken, like they made it.
The way they did it
was absolutely amazing.
Special.
It was so good. So special. And then it's sold. It was never the same. And now, like I said, it's gone. And I'm like, I have to try and recreate that.
So you created this like reverse engineered from like taste memory.
Yep.
Wow.
And trust me, there was a lot of failures. I'm like, this is horrible. But now I believe I knocked it out of the park.
Oh, I love that.
You can ask him because I eat like 2 or 3 of them a week.
I guess this would be like the most dangerous thing for me working in this type of food, which is my go-to. I just have to sort of wonder, 2 years in, it sounds like you guys are just having like great success. Where did this business even get started? Like, was this an idea between the two of you? What did you know? What didn't you know? Like, give us a little history of getting this food truck together.
It's been going on. It's probably our longest. I mean, since we've been friends, really.
Yeah.
It's been going on more than 10 years. Just the idea.
The
has been in
idea.
our heads. Yeah. Just the idea and like, let's do it. But we never had a good time. We kind of already had our things going. And just eventually got to the point where it's like, we're not going to do it now. We're never going to do it.
Yeah.
So let's get it out of the way and go for it 100%.
Yeah. When we pulled the trigger, we went all in.
And where do you begin? Had like over this, like, say 10-year thinking period, were you doing any research? Like, what does it take to get a truck? Like, how do we get it licensed? Like, were you doing that homework?
I was trying to talk to new businesses, like how they got up and started. I was trying to, just get my foot in the door somewhere. And, I think it was a lot me being scared of what's out there because there's a lot of people. The second you start your business, you owe a lot of people money.
Yes.
And that's a little stressful. And it's, but I will say, when you start paying those people their money and they have no room to talk anymore, it feels so great. Like you feel so powered.
Yeah. You've overcome a hurdle, right?
You feel powerful to a point because you're like, oh, look how powerful. I don't got any money now, but you feel great
Someday. And you guys work for yourselves.
That is, I think, the main point. When we were talking, I've had horrible bosses. I said we lived together. I'd come home and I'd complain. He'd come home, he'd complain. And then I'm like, why are we making these people their money?
Yeah.
I want to make it for ourselves. And we're proving that we can do it.
And you liked to cook.
We love to cook.
And you knew some flavors that you loved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so great.
Yep.
I sort of want to stick with the getting the food truck going line of thinking. I have no idea what it takes. Did you all have any mentors, people you talked to, or resources, classes? Like where did you find the information to give you that confidence to take the next step and then the next step?
A lot of luck. I mean, honestly, especially
Really?
that last little bit, it was. I would say at least 50% luck. Right moment, right time, I guess you would say.
Originally, we bought the old Bridge City Brinery truck.
Okay.
And I worked for Mark and Joe when they owned it. And two partners, they had a good thing going. They split to do their own things. They're two great dudes. They're super successful. And without their invitation to bringing me on, because they wanted to hire me as an employee. Mm-hmm. And after 17 and a half years at a corporate place, I was burned.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? It's time for me. It was a scary move because I was making good money, but my life and schedule was just so dictated by what they were telling me to do. I'm like, I want to try something else.
In the corporate world, you wanted to bust out of that.
I wanted to bust out of it because no matter how big my voice was, it was never heard. And if it was heard, it was, oh yeah, thanks. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll get back to you. Come on. But
and this was a corporate food world.
Yeah, corporate food.
Okay.
Yeah. And now that I'm out of that and I'm back in to, and then when I was given the opportunity to go work on the food truck with those guys, I loved it. Mm-hmm. And then the owner didn't want to do mobile food anymore. And I was like, this is the best opportunity that I think we're going to have. And I said, well, I already think you found the guy you're going to sell the food truck to.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's how we got in.
That is truly good, fortuitous timing, all of it.
Yep.
I did want to ask, you've known each other for a while.
Long time.
So this is a partnership. There's a lot of trust here. Can we kind of go back a little bit and do a little backstory?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Where did you guys first meet? Did you grow up together?
So I met Al in Boy Scouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My uncle was the scoutmaster, and I was there. I knew about it growing up, and because my older brother was a scout, and I got into it. And then a year or two later, here comes Al.
Yeah.
And then we were friends during during scouts and everything. And Al might give you a little different opinion of I was a little different back then. But it was weird. We lost touch for a good 10 years?
10 years, yeah.
And randomly, I was just driving down the road with my brother, and I'm like, "Do you remember that Al? Let's call him." And I called him, and he's like, "What's up?" And we hung out that day, and honestly, it's
pretty much been
kind of been ever since.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah.
And you guys grew up locally in the region?
Yeah, I grew up in New Stanton.
Okay.
And he's from Hermione.
All right.
So
He went to Hempfield, I went to York, so.
Gotcha.
yeah, neighboring rivalry schools, but
yeah.
we were never like the super school people anyway. So
But you just became friends.
Yep.
A little bit later in life.
Yep.
And then let's talk a little bit more about food life. You've both worked in food growing up, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so tell me a little bit more about that. As a youngster, what was food life at home, or when did you start cooking?
Oh man.
Well, I grew up mostly with my grandma, and I was very lucky. I pretty much had a home cooked meal every day.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm never going to get that again, and I really miss it. But it was just how she worked with really nothing, it seemed like, and just made such good meals for me and my pap. It was just something else.
Huh. What's a favorite?
I would have to say my grandma's meatloaf.
Oh,
otherworldly. And then she also, it's not a big one, but spaghetti and meatballs. She wasn't even Italian, and she knocked it out of the park. So.
You can't go wrong with either one of those.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
His grandma made zucchini relish.
Wait, zucchini relish?
Zucchini relish, yeah. It looks exactly like you would think it's pickled relish, but it's actually zucchini that they cured in a certain way that tastes just like it's some of the best relish you're ever going to have.
I've never had it.
I hate relish. And I started eating it because another thing that we would do, we'd come home, we'd start making egg tacos, like breakfast tacos. And he pulled out this relish, and I'm like, what the hell? I ain't eating that. What is that? And he's like, oh, try it. Well, then he got mad because he came home and there was no more relish.
You ate it all.
I ate it all.
Yeah.
I destroyed it. I'm like, your grandma will make more. Like, oh my God. His grandma's relish is just out of this world.
Al, do you know how to make this relish now?
We do have a recipe, and we're honestly probably going to try it this summer. We just didn't have a chance to really do anything with it last year.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a process, but we got to try it.
If you make a batch, hopefully it lasts like 1 to 2 years. Batch, and then you have it in the truck.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sounds great.
Yeah, and plus we've been tinkering with our own hot sauce.
Yes.
Last year I did a craisin. I used craisins and scorpion peppers.
Wow.
So it was smoky. It was sweet.
Sweetness.
It was hot. It was just it had every
Tanginess to it, too.
Every weird balance. It was just like, all right, but you couldn't never guess where the palate was going to take you.
Right.
Yeah,
I like that. You know, there's a hot sauce festival in October.
Really?
You should go.
Sure.
Anyway, I want to stick with you a little bit more, Al. So, grew up with Grandma and Pap, got amazing home cooked meals. You're the chef of the truck now. When did you start cooking?
Not till late, because like I said, I started off as a dishwasher, and then I was a caterer, and I was pretty much just cooking fried chicken.
And where was your restaurant experience?
It was called the Colonial Grill. It was in Irwin, PA.
Okay.
And they had this old Henny Penny's deep fried chicken.
Oh.
And I didn't start cooking until very late. In fact, I think Rob was cooking before me on the line at least. And I don't know. Once I got into it, I just couldn't get out of it, I guess.
Yeah. Is the Colonial
Grill?
Is it still open?
Oh yeah, no, it's still going. It's been there going for about 60 years. So
Wow.
I don't see it still on anytime soon.
All right. And Rob, back to you. Like, what about you and food life as a youngster and growing up? Like, what was food life like at home for you?
It was the same deal. I was more or less with my grandmother, and she would always tell me a story where, like, when I was a baby, she couldn't put me down. Even when she was cooking, like, I would just lose my mind. So it's like I was in her arms as she's cooking these meals, and I was just kind of, lack of a better term, destined to do it. My grandma's the best person in the world, but she's also like some of the funniest things, because I'll tell her the best idea I have for food. I'm like, Grandma, I'm going to make a chicken sandwich. My General Tso's has broccoli, and she'll tell everybody, oh, it's so good. His food is so delicious. And I'm like, what'd you like about it? Oh, I don't know. I never ate it. But she'll tell you it's...
She's the ultimate promoter.
Yeah, exactly.
She has to be.
Yeah.
And your grandma, I think you mentioned to me, you're off mic, Italian cooking?
Yeah. Yep. Italian cooking. So she is, her parents were straight off the boat. So I was lucky enough to grow up with that. She made me and my grandfather homemade meals every day. And that went for anybody in the family. And my grandma was the type of person you stop in, you're hungry, she's going to make you food.
Yeah.
Or she has something for you.
Of course.
And it was for anybody. And, there was somebody down in the neighborhood. She was the one knocking on your door like, hey, here you go.
I think you both have mentioned grandmas are kind of magical.
Oh, yeah.
They can make something out of nothing. Yeah. And it tastes amazing.
So if you kind of see the goofy names that we have on the truck, and I guess I gave Al all the credit to the goofy names. He always called my grandma, like, because he would always hang out at my house, and I lived with my grandma for a little bit, and he would always call my grandma Yams, and then he was calling his grandmother Yams. Like, it was just hilarious. So my grandmother always made salmon patties. So for Lent last year, we're going to put it back on this year. We made the yam salmon patty. Oh, and everybody thinks it has yams in it.
Yams in it.
It's just a play on our grandmother's name. But I'll tell you, we knocked it out of the park.
Well, this is timely right now. We're recording right before Lent starts, so we'll see it back on the menu.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yep.
I want to go back to your grandma cooking. I asked Al this question. Is there a favorite dish or something that really stands out that you're like,
my favorite dish that she made was city chicken.
City chicken.
Love city chicken.
All right. Tell folks if they don't know, because it's not chicken.
It's not chicken.
What is it?
It's pork.
It's pork.
It is and I actually didn't know this until I did my research on it. It's like a pretty big Pittsburgh, Eastern Ohio staple. Like it is, the families back in the mill days that didn't have that much money, they were making city chickens.
Chicken was expensive.
Super
People don't realize that, but pork was much less expensive.
Yep.
And did she do the thing where she pounded something thin or no?
No, it's actually cubed pork. Cubed pork. It's either the shoulder or the tenderloin.
Okay.
And you skewer it through like 3 or 4 cubes on a skewer.
All right.
Now, here's where it gets a little weird. My grandmother would take, it's usually people flour, egg, flour. Or flour, egg, breadcrumb.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. You flour, egg, hot pan.
Flour, egg, hot pan.
Yep. And
so I'm like, eggs on the outside.
On the outside.
Yeah.
It gives you it's kind of like a Chinesey dish, like you're getting like an egg foo young. You got that like the nice soft egg in there, but you still got a little bit of crunch with the rice, but there's nothing of that there. It's just It's just flour, egg, and pork, and it is. I actually made it last night. It's phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is totally different. This is your take. Grandma's take on it.
Yep.
Has this ever shown up on the food truck?
It has not. We're trying to figure a way to
maybe a skewer of some sort someday.
Last year we did do brisket tacos, and so we made a brisket. It was my birthday. I made a brisket, and of course, it's just me and him. So I'm like, what the hell do we do with 20-pound brisket? We ate 2 pieces of it. So I'm like, well, let's serve it on the truck.
A little special.
Put my hot sauce on it. We made the brisket tacos. It was what we do, like 1 for $8, 2 for $15, and it flew.
I bet.
It was insane.
It's got to be an amazing taco.
We had like little old ladies that, because we put on there, it's a little spicy. Mm-hmm. This little old lady, I felt so bad. She's in the brewery. I thought she was crying. She's sweating. She's sipping her beer, eat a taco, sip her beer, take a bite of the taco, another pant, sip her beer. I'm like, is she all right? She's like, yeah, I was so hot. And I'm like, I'm so sorry about that. And she goes, no, I'm going to keep eating it. It's so good.
People love some spice.
No, yeah.
Not me. I'm a little bit of a heat wimp, but I'd still down a brisket taco.
Heck yeah.
It sounds so good.
Hi, this is Rob.
Hi, this is Al from Robal's Food Truck. And you're listening to the Pittsburgh Dish.
Well, I love the whole backstory and so happy for your success. I do want to kind of bring it back to the business now. So I noticed on Facebook, you said you were changing some things up. You're out and about here in January and February, although it's been a little slow, and you want to really start getting out in March of 2026 and beyond. Can we just list what are some of the regular spots that you're pulling up to?
Sure. They're regular spots. We're at Hitchhiker. And there's 2 locations of Hitchhiker. There's one in Sharpsburg and there's one in Mount Lebanon. We alternate Sundays there, and we do have the first Saturdays of the month there. We do Trace Brewing up in Bloomfield. Great brewery, great people. They have some of the best staff. It's when we pull in, it's like an extension of ourselves. They treat us like family.
Oh, they have great coffee too.
Their coffee's insane.
Yes.
And I will say this. I didn't know this before I got into this business, and I think it is just the friendliness of everybody because, a lot of these breweries are also locally owned. They started their own thing.
Yes.
But when you pull into these breweries, it's different to me because it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, You guys ready to start drinking? I'm like, hey, give us a couple hours.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of work to do right now.
Like, I want to. Temptation. But, we do Trace. We Hitchhiker. We do Old Thunder. We picked up Grist House this year.
Okay.
Grist House in Millville has been super solid for us for the times we would be able to take there. And again, their staff is super knowledgeable about their beers and their products that they have. And it just feels good being there. Mm-hmm. We do Stick City up in Mars. It's a little bit away from the city. It's probably the furthest one we do. I would say it's the best brewery out of the city. Oh. Everybody rants and raves about that one. And it was weird that we got put onto it too, because some guy had an opening in his schedule. He was double booked. He said, would you be able to take this for me? I said, yeah, sure.
Yes.
And I contacted the owner. She would love to have us there. And she goes, we're going to be pretty busy. Everybody says they're going to be pretty busy.
Right. But you're trying to get kind of a of an idea.
You don't know where I don't want to take $5,000 worth of food and do $200 and be like, oh no.
No, that doesn't work.
It doesn't work. And we just burned ourselves. Well, we maxed out the truck. We took everything. We sold out in 3 hours.
Wow.
I had ranch and flour left.
Wow.
Like, it was insane.
That's a good bad problem.
It was a great bad problem. I said to the owner, I'm like, I do apologize. And she's like, what are you talking about? Everybody left here happy.
Oh my gosh.
But that's been, I think, the toughest struggle in this business is seeing where we got to be at.
Right. You're still kind of learning the craft.
Still trying to get those numbers down, Yeah. Some days we just get smashed, like he said. I mean, we never run out of fries in Stick City. Just like, it was more like 2.5 hours, we were already out of fries. And we were like, wow. Oh, man.
85 pounds of fries.
Wow.
God. That's a lot of fries on a truck.
That's crazy. Anywhere else? Did we mention Allegheny City?
Oh,
you were just there this past week.
Was just there at Allegheny City. We are there every second Saturday of the month. Mm-hmm. Love Allegheny City. Again, extension of ourselves there. Like their staff is a lot of I can't just name one brewery that their staff isn't great to us, because every brewery that we go to, it's different too, because the people are happy to work there, especially coming from a corporate food environment. When I would walk into work, it was, oh man, don't ask anybody how their day is, because I'm going to get an earful. Now it's you walk in and everyone's, hey, so glad to see you. But it's amazing.
Well, I'd love to ask you guys this question. You are working for yourselves, so I'm sure there's stresses.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so different than working for someone else. And you are oftentimes setting up at all these great breweries. The whole point is to relax, have a good time. What is your favorite thing about the work you're doing?
I would have to say we have to push ourselves, correct? I mean, it is us, it's nobody else. There's nobody that we could fall on to. But I kind of like how he said, we're not getting an earful. If it's an earful, it's just me and him basically calling each other out and saying, this is what we got to do. The best feeling, though, is when we give somebody that pork sandwich now, and they go, well, I don't think I could eat all that. That's the best,
Yeah.
That is because food trucks are definitely a little bit more pricey. And, people look at that like, oh my God, they're just trying to make money. Step into my shoes for 1 second.
Right. It's a business.
It's a business.
But you're doing all this scratch cooking.
Yep.
Right.
And where do you, side question, where do you prep things? Do you guys have a home base?
We have a commissary.
Yeah, we have a commissary in Etna.
And where in Etna?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and that's a new thing for us because this is our space. We have our own walk-in, we have our own ovens, we have our own mixer. It's just insane that it's our freedom.
Yes.
And it's ourselves pushing ourselves to be better, not like, I guess I'll get to this point when they let me. Nope. We've been checking every single box.
Is this your own commissary or do you share it with anyone?
It's our own.
Wow.
Yep.
So you can kind of do whatever you want.
Whatever we want.
I mean, that leads me to something else. We've been talking a lot about that you post up at the breweries, but you do other events if folks reach out and contact you, right?
Yep.
And so how does that work? Whether it's a corporate event or a wedding or kid's birthday or whatever, like how do you like to handle that if people are kind of interested in bringing you into something like that?
I am a little brand new at the whole Instagram thing. It's really easy to I have email, I have Instagram, I have Facebook. It's really easy to overlook that when you got people on different platforms messaging you. Oh, hey, when you come in here, here's my phone number. Give me a call.
Okay.
That's the easiest way. If you would like to set something up, reach out to me an email. I'm going to give you my phone number. Just reach out to me.
And then you want to do that consultation because you don't know what they've got going on.
Exactly.
Too. Right. But the initial reach out, you like an email or
an Instagram, whatever.
A DM.
Pop yourself in. But that's the bad thing about Instagram too, because it all goes through the request folder. I'm like, what? And then I miss it.
Yes.
Like, well, I didn't mean to be rude, but I didn't see your message.
It didn't go in your primary.
Exactly.
It's technology thing.
Oh, my Lord.
Goodness.
I thought I was really good at it when I was a kid, making fun of the older people, and now here I am.
Well, you're much younger than me, so you're still probably better at it. Well, let's do this. So, you're in your second year. Things are going great. You've got all of this line up. Throughout the year, are there any other goals or events or anything like you're looking forward to in 2026?
We would really like to hit Picklesburgh. I think we have something to offer if we can't get in.
Yeah.
Again, that is a pretty big, but we would love to hit Picklesburgh. And we would also just like to be doing more of the festivals around town because we missed out a lot on last year, our first year. We didn't get into a lot of them. So
yeah, hopefully Millville Music Festival will come through now that we have a little bit of a Grist House in there. So they always do great.
You're still feeling it out.
Yeah.
And people are discovering you, right? So I love that for you guys. We've mentioned it a little bit already, but let's make sure listeners know your website or your social handles and really how you like to get in contact the best. Can you remind us of those?
Robals.food is our...
Yeah, ROBAL.
ROBALS.
.food.
.food is our website.
Okay.
You can go to Robals Mobile because it rolls off the tongue for Instagram, and then
like
Robals Food would be Facebook.
Robals Food on Facebook.
Now Facebook and Instagram, if I post on Instagram, it does double over to Facebook, but for some reason, not the other way. If I put something on Facebook, it doesn't go to Instagram. So I try and but then
Come on, Meta.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, wait, it doesn't?
No, it's only from Instagram.
I didn't even know that.
It's only from Instagram over. Yeah. But yes, I've learned that too. And so you have this website too. If somebody wants to reach out to you, DM on Instagram, or is there an email through the website?
There is an email through the website, a contact us page. You can go robalsfood@gmail.com.
Okay.
You can send us an email there. All of our events are linked to the website. But as Al said, so we came out with the Apocalypse, his name. Great
So
sandwich.
good.
Great sandwich. The slaw is a mayo-based slaw. So, I get like 3-4 days out of it. Well, when I got hurt and, he wasn't feeling well and I was trying to make up for lost time, Like, I don't want to make a mayo-based slaw because it's only going to last here. And if I don't use it today, then it's just wasted product. I don't want to do that. So I I had the stuff on the truck and I'm like, I'm going to call it the sandwich. It sounds funny and I want to hear people ask for it. So I call it the sandwich. It's our braised pork. We braise it for 18 hours. I had pickled jalapenos on top. I had 2 pieces of bacon and a piece of American cheese on our homemade bread. Let me tell you, this thing outsells the Apocalypse 5-1.
The sandwich.
The sandwich.
I also love the little kind of jokey nod that you want people to say that word. That is so fun.
We came out with a sandwich. A brewery asked us to do a sandwich for Oktoberfest, and Al came up and he named it.
Yins are the worst.
Yeah, yins are
Into the worst.
yeah,
the worst,
like
yeah.
this is great.
Basically made like a sausage patty. It was
When people come up, so we
Worst WURST.
Yep.
and then we did like the little Motley Crue dots over the U.
Oh, good.
And then people were coming up, and we ran out of everything except
my
for that
gosh.
sandwich because we had a lot. It was a special, and they were like, "Oh, what do you have left?" And I'm like, "Oh, we have the worst." Oh, wait, that don't sound good. It's like, I tell people they're like the worst one. What do you mean? But it was. We've had the summer was a little rough for us. I broke my ankle. Al went through some health issues. It was. I'm here. You're here. Al doesn't drive the truck. I drive the truck. But he had a. Can I talk about that? He's probably not the best big box truck driver.
Yeah,
I'm not
the big
trying
box.
to toot
That's
my own
okay.
horn, but
It's all right.
yeah, that's what it is.
You're in the fine details. You're not in like the big
not in the
moving.
bigger. Yeah,
That's it.
things.
That's
Exactly.
it. He does. I just make sure the truck gets from point A to point B, and it has been, but it was definitely tough driving it 1-footed with the broken ankle.
Yeah.
And then especially when he wasn't able to make a couple days, and I'm like hobbling off and on. It was a fun experience, but
Do you guys ever think about bringing someone else on?
we do.
Yeah.
Just we need to get to the point where we feel comfortable where we can afford it.
I think that's the risk, right? It is your business.
Right.
So there's all this freedom, creativity, self-challenge. But if you're sick
Yep.
or you got a broken ankle, things change really quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
My brother was able to help me out on. So, okay, this is one of the best. We were at Allegheny City and we're all hiked up because it was like one of the last days we were going to be, it was one of the last nice days we were going to be there. And they said, hey, Billy Strings was in town. We're going to let some vendors set up in our parking lot. I'm like, well, who's going to, like, Allegheny City and PPG, they're a little ways away. Like, who's going to come over there for some merch? Oh my God. So Al called me and said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it in. And I'm losing it. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? So I'm trying to be all big macho man. And I say to my brother, oh, I don't need your help. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Well, he's like, no, I'm coming to help you. And thank God he did.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen that day stood out. We had a line that wrapped around Allegheny City for 3-4 hours.
My goodness.
I'm like, look, I am super, super grateful to be in this sort of situation. I've done this kind of work for other people. But when you put yourself in that situation, you're like, oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah. The stress.
It was so
stress.
But we made it through it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I guess as a side question, you've trained each other on like how to do everything on the line. So if Al is sick, even though he's controlling the kitchen, so to speak, you can make all the dishes too. Yeah.
As much stress as I've gone through this year, I wouldn't take it back for nothing.
For anything.
We've been having a great time.
Actually, it sounds like you guys are having a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for your success. Keep doing it.
Yeah. We're looking forward to seeing you there.
I can't wait. All right, guys. I always have an ending question for the guests. The name of the show is The Pittsburgh Dish. What's the best dish you've had to eat this past week?
Oh, man. That's a tough one. This past week.
So it was my father's birthday. I took him to a little Italian joint called Renucci's. It's in Sharpsburg.
Okay.
And first time there, I had the chicken saltimbocca.
Oh,
It was probably one of the best things I've ate in a long time.
I've never been.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about that dish. Like what stood out?
Basically, it's just really thinly pounded chicken with a little piece of sage in it, and it has some prosciutto on it. So what they do is they hit that prosciutto side, gets it all nice and crispy, and they flip it over. They cook it in like a brown butter sauce. I probably should have thought more, but it just kind of swept me off my feet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We are recording right before lunch too. You're killing me.
It's
And
killing me thinking about it.
I've never heard of that place.
Yeah.
I'll have to go. Sharpsburg.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sure.
Rob, what about you?
Oh man. Carbonara.
Yeah, carbonara. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I made a guanciale carbonara the other day. And if I find a recipe, I'm gonna like dabble with it.
Yeah.
My girlfriend said, "Hey, I think you should try and make this," and I did. And it was one of those dishes that when I made it, I went, "Whoa, this is pretty darn good."
Yeah, yeah.
It blew me out of the water.
So it might come back around in the rotation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The carbonara with the guanciale, with the egg. You basically don't cook the sauce.
Nope. And it was just the Parmesan Reggiano and the egg yolk. And when I mixed that up, I'm looking at it. I'm like, there's no way. And then I let the guanciale, the oil cool. I slowly started whisking that in. I'm like, It started getting a little thick. So I'm like, all right. I added a splash more of the oil. I added some more cheese. And I made my own pasta and I tossed it in there. And when I mixed it together, I'm like, I'm looking at it like I'm a big eater. I will eat anything. I'll eat a lot of it, and I'm a fast eater. I took my time with this one.
Yeah.
It was so heavy. And
Rich dish.
Oh, my Lord. It was so good.
Yeah.
I don't understand how. It amazed myself because I pulled it off. I was like, whoa.
You made it.
I did it.
Well, both of these sound like the best bites of the week. Al, Rob of Robal's. I want to say Rob Al's food truck. Thank you guys so much for coming over, and thanks for being on the Pittsburgh Dish.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Having us.
If you enjoyed the show, consider buying us a coffee for this episode or supporting the show monthly. You can find links to those options at the bottom of our show description. And if you want to follow my own food adventures, you can find me on social media at Doug Cooking. That's our show for this week. Thanks again to all of our guests and contributors, and to Kevin Selecki of Carnegie Accordion Company for providing the music to our show. We'll be back again next week with another fresh episode. Stay tuned.